Starting it off on the city, a map beloved for its cover, but possibly decried for its spawns and their lack of cover. There's cover on the map, just not by the spawns, curiously enough. No major changes of notes from the Koolish squad, and this is our first time seeing armored losers on the broadcast. We've got twitch.tv/Bulls_ on what's called lovingly the Boing Boing tank. We've got Strider subbing in to play. No Toast, no me. And I've heard that Strider's putting a great show on, meshing in with the team. Finally, we've got Pregnant Kiryu, Farquaad uninstalling. On a shotgun Fasan build, not his usual ear rat. Although he is allowed to swap builds after each game. This big chunky AC looking for someone to earshot. The team staying all around that scary LCA. Immediate terminal armor. Immediate. Like frame perfect. It's gone. Hooli's going to look for some shots here on the Zim player. Hooli knows how to play around this. I've had plenty of times where I have struggled to lock in this laser build. Oh my god, that damage. That is absurd. That is absurd. Who's going to try to get some value before he goes down? Farquaad uninstalling, currently at 1 AP. That's going to be the first viable kill available. Koolish going to have to play a bit carefully here as they are 2v3 until Farquaad uninstalling goes down. My god, trading shotguns for earshots, not a good trade. I would not make that trade, but in the end, I probably would anyway. You know what I mean? When you're playing a shotgun build like this and your main direction is forward, sometimes you put yourself into a situation. However, it's what you make of it after that counts. Getting away with a couple extra shots before the TA gets popped. Boing Boing tank on no ammo. Finally going down, getting a reload. Farquaad uninstalling, going to be trying to just hang back and AB away whenever possible. Main Fasan not quite connecting. It looks like it was close, possibly out of range. How's this going to shake out? The team is not going to spawn by Farquaad. They're going to spawn behind Koolish. So they might get a good ambush. They might get a good shot from behind. Or they might not get there in time. Looks like Cradle got TA'd. Fish got TA'd. Jeez, the damage that this is capable of doing is crazy. Cool, you're gonna have to get out here. Only one on the team alive. The kick. Man, when you are the only player alive against 2 or against 3 people and you get kicked, it is a heart-sinking moment. That moment where you have no control and no movement, an earshot's gonna hit you, a Fasan's gonna hit you, a shotgun's gonna hit you. You just know there are so many things on the board that can wipe you out, and they're all gonna have an easy time hitting. Cradle coming in from the flank, catching the boat with a hammer in neutral, but not the second hit as the boat leisurely floats away. It's just got way too much stability to get staggered by that. Kicking the boat, kicking the tank, however, great idea. Big hitbox, you're going to hit it, and no matter how heavy it is, it will be stunned. Looks like the Boing Boing had run out of ammo. And Fish is looking around. I think he's trying to snipe out whoever respawned. Didn't get the word that they spawned high ground. Strider getting staggered almost instantly, but the punish wasn't there. I think their punish got interrupted just by being staggered themselves. Cradle got TA'd so fast. And the follow-up is there with the Zimmermans. Hooli, again, in another situation where... what can you do? That said, the score split is looking better than how these fights feel. Because they're only down 4.5 kills, give or take. And they've got a minute to do it. Strider's on 1 AP. That should be a guarantee. Farquaad's on 25%. As long as they can locate him, that should be a kill. And if they can cycle that, that's how you win. That's the avenue to victory here. And it still exists. Koolish has absolutely a shot at this match. Looks like Cradle's real low, but the focus isn't on him. Fish also staying moderately healthy too, despite getting shot at. Still at half AP, and he's going to reset his stagger now too. They've dragged it back. 30 seconds, 2 kills. This is it. This is the fight that determines the match. Earshot's coming out in neutral. Cradle expertly just hopping away, floating on up. Uh-oh. Looks like Strider might have gotten caught side by side with Farquaad there. And that means everyone's together for the Earshot. Oh my goodness. It pays off. And it looks like Armored Losers put up a 500-point lead on City B in our first match of the finals. First game of the finals. Game would be like if it had in-lobby voice chat. I think that would be terrible. Here they are. Our finalists. No major changes of note. I don't got much to point out here except good luck and have fun. Boing boing up in the air. Strider hanging back, looking for that Earshot opportunity. This build on the P10s, it's got okay AB, but man, that thing is thick. Earshot's gonna miss. Bull's catching a stagger. Hooli just skirting around the outside. Oh, gets caught, gets caught. The Facans, however, don't get the full damage takes off, and Hooli's going to escape with like 10 AP, forcing another Zimmerman shot to finish it off. Cradle, the only healthy member of the team, against 2. Yep, they finished off the Farquaad. So he's up against 2 until his teammates respawn. Playing a bit aggressive, hoping to get the stagger on Strider before his TA gets popped. And he will, trading out a TA, meaning that his team is going to be spawning into a 2v3 with 1 player at 1. Looks like Fish caught a rough respawn there. Managing to squeak out, but all 3 players locked onto him, and Farquaad being in front is going to make it hard for his FCS to lock onto the 1 AP player. AoE finishing off Strider as Farquaad gets staggered. Extension, shotguns, get him into TA before going down. Let's observe the Boing Boing tank for a moment, just so that everyone can get an appreciation for just what this build right here is. It's got the best scanning head in the game. It's got incredibly good missile mid-game, with the option to either charge or uncharge the PFALs. And these laser cannons just, they do like 8,000 damage or something. I don't know. It's a big number. Not going to math it, right? You know what it does. And because it shoots 3 side by side, the hitbox is pretty gigantic. Dropping off the ledge for cover. Slippery, slippery. TA finally getting popped, looking for somewhere to put those ear shots. Finds his target, is Cradle. Catches him on the ground, immediately TA'd after. Farquaad on 1 AP. Boing Boing tank, overheated and about to be alone. Against a 1 AP and a full health Fish. Now it's only Fish alive. It's a 4-kill split, 2.5 minutes on the board. Anyone's game at the moment. Boing Boing getting higher in the stagger. Missiles connecting, going to be the last to reset it without punish. And there is always the possibility of never killing the Boing Boing. If you never kill the Boing Boing, it only has like 6 shots with those lasers fully charged, and that's it. End. It's now just a tank with 2 missile launchers. Granted, you have to let it shoot its entire ammo capacity, and that could be very bad. I think the result could be positive. Farquaad uninstalling. Chasing after Fish into the corner. Kick, shotgun. Himself in a very risky situation. About to get staggered by the TA'd player. And there it is. Traded right back. 700 points, though. Where did that lead come from? Farquaad's team, the Javs and Quads Armored Losers, PR Squad. Stick with the name, guys. You make this so hard for me. Just seem to be eking out more and more points each engagement. The Boing Boing tank has no ammo. They could just ignore it. But they can't. They need the points. They need 7 kills. Boing Boing will go down, getting an ammo resupply with only 40 seconds on the clock. Cradle, the lowest health member from Koolish. Any player dying right now makes the lead just a bit more impossible to regain. Just ticking down that clock. Looks like Armored Losers are going to take a fight. They're not just going to kite it out till the end. Boing Boing tank caught in a corner, kicked into the corner, and wow, pushed into TA. That is a ton of health to chew through. Just a ton of health. Javs and Quads will put up a second win. Next match. Do I hear boss music? Here we go. Upper grid. Boing Boing tank. Shotties and earshots. Shotties and facades versus LRB Etzogen Missile Madness. A quadruped with more missiles than sense. And every single shotgun it makes sense to equip on 1 AC and would bring more if it was allowed. Fish diving in. Sticking by the team, actually. Just getting back. A being out of the open. Bulls catching most of the neutral damage at high stability now. Might want to be careful not staggering before the actual fight starts. Just tickle a little bit here and there. Keep that bar up, and instead, a full reset. We're still in the neutral game. 40 seconds have elapsed. Cradle now getting hit by a couple as well. AP lead doesn't mean much, but I might as well mention Koolish holding it down. A full minute now in the neutral game. Fish looking itchy. Finds a Farquaad diving in. Looking for a good opportunity to fire those shotguns off. They will get the stagger on a Farquaad and the TA. Fish staggered, earshotted, TA'd immediately. Cradle and Hooli now going to have to hold this fight together. It's still a 3v3 until those TAs get secured in tandem. Strider now getting pushed into it. Hooli as well. These teams are just trading 1-for-1 right now. The brawl got sloppy, and we like those. Well, now that that's all shaken out, it's only a 1-kill split at the moment. And keep in mind, players falling off the map deny points to the other team. If your terminal gets popped and you can fall off a ledge, it's quite possibly the optimal thing to do. Fish was going for it, but gets intercepted on his way to the ledge. Farquaad gonna optimize. He is. Oh, did not optimize. Gets taken out. Strider playing the hiding game while the team respawns. Very, very good hiding spot. I think he might have gotten scanned out, though. The earshot armor misses. Got to give space to that earshot player if you see him aiming at their feet. They're going to pound that ground. And then that 90 radius explosion. It'll catch you. In fact, I think the explosion radius is wider than assault armor by 30 meters. And did I say radius? I meant diameter. You know what it is. Cradle and Fish both looking a little bit unhealthy. They've got a score lead, though. And if they can keep that and roll these kills. Down to a 60-point split. It's going to shift right back into Armored Loser's favor. Cooley caught out alone, but dying now means respawning with the team. Not the worst situation to be in. Gonna respawn. It might as well be optimally. Oh, Fish came up ahead. Might have thought that Hooli had a bit more time on the clock. Unfortunately not, as the LCAs connect during AB and immediately stagger. Not enough to instantly kill, but pushing him extremely low from full health to 10%. There's the TA. Farquaad uninstalls himself from this life and denies 10 points. Strider, our substitute player on Armored Losers, getting in some good Zimmermans. The earshots will secure the TA, and now I think he's just going to get right on that quad and lock it down, doing kicks for crowd control, making sure that the team has time to get over here and help, extending twice, and then getting punished himself. Wow. Finally getting peeled, but with that much AP and with that much stability, he managed to get away with a third still remaining. Strider still looking fairly healthy here, actually. Earshot punish. Ouch. Dealing most of Hooli's health bar just with one shot. With the kill secured. 10 seconds on the clock. And a 400 kill split. Looking like Armored Losers are taking it home with a 3-0 in Grand Finals. Final score report of the night. And look at these teams. Sub 100 split between middle and out. Sub 100 point. Okay, a little bit more than 100. But all members of the teams putting up pretty dang respectable scores.